Atlanta, season 4, episode 4, titled Light Skinned It. This was a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, granders and grandads, I go by the name of the Black Abstract. If you're new to the channel, I need you to do me one quick favor, just a small quick favor. I need you to like, subscribe, hit the little bell so you can get notifications next time I do videos. This season of Atlanta has been so far very satisfying for me. I don't know if it's just the shrill thrill of just them being grounded and being back in Atlanta, or it's just the weird zany things that Atlanta does. You know, it's just minimalist things, but it just makes for humorous TV. What up, granders and grandettes? It's your guy, the Black Abstract. Listen, I got some news for y'all right now. I have finally teamed up with Manscaped. Yes, finally. Manscaped.com. We're partners now. You see they done send me a bunch of cool stuff. Look at that right there. That's the weed whacker. That's right there. That's for your nose and ear hair trimmers. You know, a lot of you hairy fellas out there, this work wonders right here, man. We finally have products to help us take care of all that. Look at this right here. So the Lawnmower 4.0. Look at that. Comes right on. It's nice and smooth. This is for arm hair and mainly for your lower region. Listen, fellas, do yourself a service. Trim down there. Your lady is going to love it for you. Also, after you trim down there, we got something called the crop preserver right here. This is ball deodorant. You put it down there and it smells amazing. I've been using this before I teamed up with Manscaped. I've been using this. This is what made me want to team up with them, because I'm like, listen, I'm not going to keep using your products and I ain't getting something for it. So I got my own promo code. But after that, after you preserve your balls, you got to tone them. This is ball turner spray right here. This makes sure everything's even out. And I'm telling you, the whiff, your lady get a whiff of this, she probably ain't going to let you go out the house no more. But enter the promo code ABSTRACT when you go there. You go on the website, they got bundle deals. If you just want to get everything at one time, or you get an individual item and come back at your pace. But enter the promo code ABSTRACT, you get 20% off your order. Yes, 20% when you enter the promo code ABSTRACT. Ladies, if you need a birthday gift, a Christmas gift, you need to give you a Father's Day gift for any of your males in your life, this is the thing they gonna like the most. They gonna respect it. Not only do they got this stuff that I got, they got cologne, they got shirt, they got everything. They also got ball towels, you know, on the spot. You need to just clean up down there, fellas. I got some over there. I ain't bring them over here, but I'm telling you, they work miracles, and ladies love this stuff. And fellas, if you need something to buy for, you know, a loved one as well, brother, uncle, cousin, this is the thing to get. Manscaped.com, promo code ABSTRACT. Make sure you check them out. This episode showed a lot about Earl's family, who we haven't saw in a while. I don't think we saw Earl's family since maybe season 2? When Cat Williams had the whole alligator situation, which he won an Emmy for, and he's in this episode again as well. So shout out to Cat Williams, did another amazing job, and shout out to Gunna. Gunna was in here as well. Free YSL, free Slime, free Thugger, free Gunna, free everybody from YSL. Fortunate situation that happened, but that's neither here nor there. And they were playing Uno too, which is like my game of choice. You know, I'm not really a spades guy, but I'll kick your ass in some Uno quick, because I be cheating. Anyway, episode starts with Earn at his folks' house. We see him picking up his mom. They're going somewhere. Dad walks right by. See ya. He's like, hi, bye. And he's like, hey, you're not coming with us? Nope. He's going to the mall. He goes to the mall every Sunday for 3 hours before the kids get in there. And he just does this thing. And so Earn's escorting his mom to church, and I'm glad to see that, you know, he does that. I think that's pretty cool. On the way to the church, the mom shows that she has some concerns from her sister Jenny, that, you know, she's keeping her. She has their pops. She has custody of their pops. And she has some reservations, you know. She says she's a hoarder. And she says, I'm going to steal them. And Earn looks at her like, you're going to steal her? Like she's joking. But lo and behold, when they get up to the church, Earn gets out, Jenny gets out. and then mom peels off. Arr! So I'm like, did she really steal her, or like what's going on here? And I'm like, hey, we'll see. And it made sense why she didn't want to take Ern's car, because she must have had this planned the whole time. So they go inside church, and the church was a mime church room. They're doing mime prayer, and I guess this is a real thing too. I've heard it before. So some churches really, you go there and they really do this, and you just see the look on Ern's face, like, yo, what is going on here? But they he's about to he calls his dad, he calls Riley, and he tries to see what he would do. And Pops don't want nothing to do with him because, it's his day in the mall. So he's like, listen, you deal with it. You figure it out. Ern's like, yo, it's like that? He like, yep. So he decides to just ditch. I guess he's going to catch an Uber wherever he has to go. But Aunt Jenny is sitting right out in the hallway and catches him. And one thing about Jenny that I just realized is that she is... I don't know how I would describe her personality. She's definitely confrontational. She's definitely problematic. She seems like she's kind of controlling as well. And that makes for a bad recipe of things when you got like some of those traits. Because for whatever reason, she just feels like she's the only one that needs to take care of her. So she gets on this 4-way call. Oh, well, actually, she decides to follow Ern to the studio. Like, listen, he's like, yo, I got to meet Elle at the studio. She said, well, I'm going with you. So she goes to the studio, kicks everybody out, kicks Gunner out, and then she tells him I like his earrings. He's like, thanks, ma'am. But at the studio, she does this hilarious 4-way call with Cat Williams' character, the other sister, what I'm guessing is Al's mom, and Gloria. And, she's saying all these things. And Cat Williams says, you can't kidnap your father. Kid is in the word. It's just not mathematically possible. Like, that's her father. And she's like, well, I got to give him his medicine. All the gripes she has about her sister not having her dad are kind of like obsolete. Like, well, I got to give him his medicine. And sister's like, well, why don't you just tell her how to give him the medicine or what he needs to do? Like, it's not that big of a deal. And she's like upset that they're not going along with her anger. So she's like, I know what this is. Y'all always been jealous of me because I'm light-skinned. I'm like, oh my God. I thought she was about to say something serious, but she said, I'm light-skinned. She seen that didn't work. They were just laughing at her. And then she tries to go below the belt. Well, Pops had all these kids and Gloria was his least favorite and blah, blah, blah. And she decides to call the cops against Al's wishes. And they get up in there and she calls the dad, and he's on the phone and going along like, yeah, I know where I'm at. I know I'm with my daughter Gloria. Nope, I ain't been kidnapped. Then he says, yeah, we've been in Egypt for the last 2 years. So she's like, Gloria gets her off, get us off the phone. Okay, all right, gotta go. So she realizes really nothing she can do. So the police leave, and she's just outside on the phone trying to get a supervisor, blah, blah, blah. Al and Ern realize, like, they got to get out of there. The person at the studio is like, listen, we got this back entrance that Bobby Shmurda used to take when the feds was watching him. And they're like, well, that didn't work for him, but we'll try it anyway. And they see her out there, and they're like, yo, we're going to get caught. But she tells them, listen, just keep walking and don't look back at all, and you won't get caught. And they wind up following that rule, and they don't get caught. Meanwhile, at the mall, the Pops is kind of going through, he's just enjoying himself, having a good time. Then he meets a hat lady and gets wrapped up with her, and the time starts to fly by, and he doesn't realize that, he overstayed his welcome. So all the kids are there, and he's just like me, man. He like how I used to be when I used to catch the Metro. I didn't like getting on the Metro around school time when school was letting out, because them badass high schooler kids, because I used to be one. And that's one of the reasons when I started driving, or when I was driving, I said I would never drive a Metro bus because of them damn school kids. I'd be in jail for beating on one of these high schoolers up. So anyway, we see that he gets caught up with some lady that's selling hats. She's telling him all these things. To get this hat. Oh, you look handsome. he winds up settling on this goofy ass looking cross. It actually wasn't that bad of a hat, but he winds up settling on his hat. And as he's walking through the mall, some kid is ragging on him, telling me he wants a picture. Yeah, this about to go viral. And he's like, come on, Pops, I'll get on my knees if you want. He just wants to. And some of the similarities we see with Ern and his pops is that they, they're all about respect. That's kind of one of the things I noticed. Like, they're big on, just being respectful and no nonsense type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we see when Al's ragging on Ern at the studio, he's like, oh, come on, man, why you had to bring this mess? And Earl goes on the offensive, and Al's just like, dude, come on, man, I'm just killing. I'm just messing with you. Now, if Al would have said that to Ern in the first season, Ern would have just kind of laughed it off or made another sarcastic. But we see Ern is just, that's the relationship they have now. It's not, it's not like, it's not how it used to be. Ern is all business, and with that business, he has to kind of earn his respect, because if you remember in the first seasons, he was easy going, but he used to get fucked over a lot. So that's one of the things Al instilled in him. But then I think that's one of the things Al kind of probably resents instilling in him, because they don't just have those natural bonding cousin moments no more like that. Everything is always business. So after they escape, we see Ern actually goes to eat with the family he likes, which is, his biological, his birth parents and mom and dad. And, she starts going off the handle about some bread. Riley, he just interjects, just get the bread, son. Damn kids. And, I'm like, yo, that's funny as hell. Like, no nonsense. No, like, not playing no games. All in all, I thought it was a great episode, man. I thought it was grounded. Showcase, their family. You can see why the sisters have a strained relationship, because, Jenny is just a psychopath at the end of the day. I rate everything with mics out of 5 mics. I probably would give this episode about a 4. And that's the simple fact that, Darius wasn't in the episode, as well as Van. Put your comments below. Let me know if there's anything I left out. Let's talk about it in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. As always, peace, love, and prosperity. I go by the name of the Black Abstract 1.